Hey everybody, week number 5, and this is your highlights video. Hey everybody, I'm really excited about this because we had week number 5, then we have week number 6, 7, and 8, and you're done. So please spend the time to listen to or watch this very short video because I'm going to not only set up what you're doing in this week, looking at Rome, but also here on out, what's going to be expected, so there's no surprises. So this week, we're looking at Rome, and we're looking at sort of what comes after and developments and themes that you've already seen with the growth of Greece last week, looking at Greece and its interaction and competition with the Persian Empire, but with the Etruscans and the development of Rome and this Roman Empire and this little area that we now call Italy, how it came to expand and dominate the Mediterranean world that they called Mare Nostrum, our sea. And the cultural significance and legacies still seen in the world today, much like Hellenistic culture, Greek culture still being able to be seen today, but even influencing the world in many different ways. And those are what we're going to look at after this first week, looking at Rome, and into what I call the heirs of Rome. And sort of out of the shambles or out of the ashes of the Roman Empire, what comes out of that? What emerges? And you see three big cultures. You see what we call now as Europe, Western European tradition, Western Christendom, and sort of the middle. If you think of traditional Middle Ages, that's kind of a direction one part goes. Then you have the Byzantine world, which you think of Roman or Greek Orthodox or Russian Orthodox. Those religious traditions and that culture comes out of Byzantium. So that's a different direction. And then the third is the Islamic world and the growth out of this Arabian Peninsula and engulfing lots of the Mediterranean world out of the Roman Empire as well, and eastward to India. In the same sort of direction as Alexander's empire, interestingly. Those are some three big, huge empires and cultures that develop out of ancient Rome that we still see today. So the Islamic world, Western Christendom, Byzantium, Eastern traditions, those things come out of. So we're going to look at those in the next couple weeks. But then the week before exam, we're going to change gears and you get to choose some themes that are interesting. So we've looked at comparison, we're comparing empires, but another big thing of world history are specific big themes. So what role does trade play in all this interaction? What I call world systems of exchange, this interactions of people, good, disease, ideas. What role does trade play in that interaction and growth of identities and cultures? What role does environment play? Environment's a huge thing. When you look at the environmental impact in world history, it's not just something we see today. We see global warming, we see now in Northern California, you see weird patterns of growth in heat and winter with more snow than ever before. Those changes of environment drastically make an impact on societies, and it has throughout human history. So we get to sort of look at the pattern of environments, if that's the direction you want to go, or technology. How does technology really invigorate, change, grow cultures, or implode cultures if with the competition of technological advances? So between environment, technology, trade, plague, disease, you get to take the reins and choose which one you want to kind of focus on. And through these cultures we've looked at, through that theme, go into depth for that last week and the last discussion Friday before the exam. And then the very last week, we're going to be looking at just your exam. So the last weekend before your last week, into that last week, being ending on a Thursday, you get to choose. You get to just completely focus on your exam, and remember, it's open book. You get to choose a lot of the questions in that exam that you can expand on, and just have fun with it. Try to eliminate the anxiety because it is open book, and you have all the time you need to work on it that weekend and into that week. So you get to, you start it, you turn it off, go do something else for even a couple days, come back to it without the stress of a timed exam. It's not timed, it's not memorization because it's open book. You can collaborate if you want to, but just to show and to reinforce the learning that's been happening in this 8 weeks. So it's just a great, fun way to end the exam, or end the class with this exam in a different way you probably dealt with exams. So that's going to be the last week. Okay, so we're ending it up strong, lots to do still. Continue that momentum, finish strong. Continue to email me if there's questions. And good luck with this week and looking at Rome.